Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Yes, it has been a while. It has been a long time since I've done a live stream on this channel. So it's good to be back. And yeah, those famous words. It's match day, people. Yes, it's a long time since we've said that. Almost 77 days, in fact, was the last time we said those words. It's match day as well. And it is match day as Liverpool face Real Betis in the Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, which is very interesting to say the very least as well. But here we are. We are here for Liverpool against Real Betis. As always, obviously, let's just get the sort of the things out of the way. Please remember to hit that like button. Please do remember to hit that subscribe button. We are getting ever so closer to 3K. That was my main target by the end of the year. If we can get there before then, that's absolutely fantastic. And then obviously sort of reevaluate the targets after that. But no, it's good to be back. It is really good to be back as well. But let's say hello. Let us say hello to a few of you as well. Chris is in the building. Hello, mates. Hope you're well. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all. Busy week at work. It's got to be said. But yeah, I'm all good, mate. I am all good as well. Your comment will come up, honestly. Well, Scottish League starts next week. EFL starts in 2 weeks. Wow, it's coming in quickly. It certainly has. It certainly has. And look, I think this game, we've needed a game. Let's just put it that way. I think Liverpool have needed a game. It has been a while, as I've said as well. It's not all good news. I will obviously get to the bad news to begin with as well. But look, it's match day, people. It is match day, and this is the thing where we're really wanting to see what will happen as well. By the way, guys, if you are watching on Twitter, I'm afraid that the Twitter, I think, have now done a premium. I think you could have a premium to actually stream to X now. It's ridiculous. Like, I am not one person that's going to pay a premium to Twitter. So obviously gets more people to obviously be involved on YouTube. So yeah, please remember to hit that notifications bell anytime I go live as well. And I promise you, with more Liverpool content this season, I've obviously been. Obviously, I've had a busy sort of couple of months recently as well, but I am promising to bring back more Liverpool content. So, yeah, Liverpool Real Betis, which is kicking off in just around 4 hours or so. It will be obviously Saturday morning by the time that Liverpool do play Real Betis. Obviously, it will be still Friday over in Pittsburgh. Yeah, the Acrisure Stadium, as I've said as well. And this is the first proper pre-season game. It is the first proper pre-season game. As Chris says, it's the first proper pre-season game. I know I did a review on Preston. I technically count it as a pre-season game, but it was behind closed doors too. But again, crazy subs and views are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You've got to say, Chris. So well done to that. Hello, Jordy, as well. Hope you're good. Yeah, I watch the highlights because I tend to fall asleep around midnight. As do we, as of myself as well. So Liverpool against Real Betis. Now you have to go all the way back to the 2005-2006 Champions League season. That was the last time we played Real Betis. It was a 0-0 draw at Anfield, and we actually did beat them 2-1 in Betis. So yeah, a long time ago. A long time ago. This game was obviously planned beforehand, before we obviously knew that Adrian was going to be returning to Real Betis. So yeah, the return of Adrian, it's going to be very interesting to say the very least. Look, it's Spanish opposition. It is Spanish opposition. We haven't played Betis many times, as I've said. We've only played them those 2 times, and obviously that was the 2005-2006 Champions League season. But they have a number of notable players. To say the very least. Hello, Gary, as well. Tallyho Douglas, dear boy. Tatties for snacks during halftime. I'll be honest, I will probably be in bed. I will probably be in bed. Let's put it that way. I will probably be in bed. So I certainly will be. Romy one Konobi. Hello, hello. I do like that name. I do like that name. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. I do appreciate it. But yeah, as I was saying, Betis have some very notable players in their side. Let's just say that this will be the first time we are playing against Nabil Fekir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Nabil Fekir. Remember when we tried Fekir. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yes, Nabil Fekir still plays for Real Betis. We all remember what happened, don't we? We all remember when we tried to sign him. He was in the Liverpool. Well, allegedly, he was in Liverpool sort of tracksuit gear, almost, and then obviously because of a dodgy knee. Yeah, we all know that story, don't we? But yes, he is playing. He is going to be playing tonight, which is very surprising. Very, very surprising. You've got to say as well. But another notable players, Pablo Fornals. Yes, I've got to say, Pablo Fornals is a scourge in our side. He always gets a goal against us, whether it's at Anfield, whether it was at the London Stadium for West Ham. Very, very underrated player. Always seem to get a goal. As all Isco plays for Real Betis. So I can see a number you put in Fekir memes in the chat. I do like that. Isco, of course, who also played for Real Madrid, is now at Betis. Hector Bellerin, yes, Hector Bellerin. Everyone remembers the Arsenal player who played at right back and was a marauding right wing back, if I seem to remember, as well. But look, they are a good side. They are a very, very good side, to say the very, very least. Jose Perez, of course, another one who came from obviously Newcastle, won the league with Leicester City. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting player as well. And of course, Adrian San Miguel. Yes. First time we're playing against him since he moved to Real Betis. And look, I think there was always a sense that he was going to be moving on in the summer. I think there was always a sense that I think he went back to Spain. I think it was always I think there was always a bit of an incentive that he was going to move on at the end of this season. And yes, and look, will he play? Well, that's the main thing. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see to say the very, very least. But let's go into the chat. Let us go into the chat. So hello, John Conway. Hello, hope you're very well, my friend. Fekir is going to play in a Liverpool game at long last. Absolutely he is. Yes, now Nabil Fekir is going to be very, very interesting to say. Romeo one Kenobi. Noble Mendy's a quality defender for Betis. Yes, he is. Obviously, they've got William Carvalho as well. Got them. He's still there as well. As what the Fekir. I love how I'm like back and like everyone is being is very, very complimentary in the chat as well. I must just go. You're a Real Madrid fan. I have seen you before. I've seen you in Michael's streams, I think. Michael Talks Football. Yes. Isco is a very good player. Very, very good player. Indeed. Jordy says Isco is good, mate. He certainly is. Very, very underrated. Very, very underrated player. Bellerin hipster. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Jordy. Betis did underperform last season. They finished 7th. Now, they actually were in a Europa League group with Rangers. If you remember, they were in a group with Rangers. They actually, I think they came third. I think it was Rangers that went through. So they did underperform. They did definitely underperform. There was a time last season where they were potentially maybe going to go back into sort of the Champions League. didn't quite work out that way. Didn't quite work out that way. It's disappointing for them. It is disappointing for them, but obviously managed by Manuel Pellegrini as well. So he'll obviously be wanting to have a go at Liverpool again, which is always nice to see as well. But yes, Jordy, you're absolutely spot on. They did underperform. They did underperform last season. I would have thought they would have at least been in the Europa League, but they're out now in the Conference League. So that's another trophy that they can go for this season as well. They're a good side, yes. They're a very, very good side. They're also playing Manchester United after us as well. And I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think the last friendly is against Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia, of course. They play us. They play Manchester United. We've obviously got Manchester United coming up as well. We've got Arsenal on I think Tuesday as well. I will obviously write these down as well. There will be a preview for obviously all these games coming up. So yeah, remember to hit that notification bell. I'm good, thank you, Douglas. How are you and the family? I'm very well, mate. I'm very, very well. Yes, family are good. Rebecca's good. Nathan is good as well. Gary, I'm wondering this as well. Will Gordon play? I'd like to think he would. I've actually got a predicted lineup written down here as well. So yes, I will get to the squad. Isco, who's always gets Premier League but never happens. Yeah, that's absolutely spot on. Apparently, Doak and Gordon linked with loan moves. Gordon linked to West Brom from everyone known to West Brom. That would be a good move for him. Obviously, I will talk about Jayden Danns because I believe that he has signed now for Plymouth. Plymouth as well. Dog was like, look, Carlisle for loan move. Dog is championship quality, so that ain't happening. I never did previews of preseason games, so if you don't have a clue, you'd be starting. It's just, I just want to get more Liverpool content on this channel. I feel that I've kind of gone away from like Liverpool content and sort of been focusing on sort of the Premier League, and obviously I now have like a Premier League podcast, so most of my stuff will obviously be going over there as well. But yes, bad news is that Andy Robertson is out of the 3 USA games. Now he picked up an injury against Hungary. He had to be substituted. And he has recovered, and I believe it is a calf injury. I think it's a calf injury that he's got. I think he's done his calf. What people were saying as well. And look, Scotland didn't have a very good Euros. Let's just say that we didn't have a very good Euros. Andy Robertson played in those 3 games. Got injured against Hungary, had to be substituted, and he obviously hasn't shaken that injury off. So that is really annoying as well. But it does give a chance for the likes of Owen Beck. It gives a chance, obviously, Luke Chambers. Now, I will get into more about Chambers because there is talk that he's going to be going to Wigan. There's a lot of talk he could be going to Wigan as well. So and obviously the 2 absentees really from the squad really is obviously Jayden Danns and Bobby Clark, obviously having to stay. Obviously Jayden Danns I think was injured before. Clark is obviously injured as well. So it's another sort of setback for Bobby Clark. And look, those 2 players played really well last season. I wish Jayden Danns well. I wish Jayden Danns well because I think he's going to be a very good player for Plymouth as well. Diogo Jota back. He has actually joined up with the squad in Pittsburgh. Probably won't be involved if we're being honest. He hasn't really had a lot of. He hasn't had a lot of training, so I would imagine that would probably be 1 game too many. He might be back against Manchester United. He might be back against Arsenal. We don't know. But obviously there is the other game, obviously against Sevilla on the 11th of August as well. So that's something to look at as well. But look, and I've written down Jayden Danns. It looks like he is going to Plymouth. It does look like he is going to Plymouth. I think that is a very good move for him. Mainly the fact is maybe not Wayne Rooney's management, but I think Wayne Rooney is a player who can really get him firing in the goals. And Wayne Rooney knew where the back of the net was, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? We definitely did. So that could be something else to look keep an eye out. And there's obviously Jaden Dan's going to Plymouth. I think that's a very good move for him. Could be the sign of the maybe keeps Plymouth up. It could be. It could be. He could be the one that fires in the goals. You'll have competition with obviously Ryan Hardy, Morgan Whittaker there as well. I think it's a really good move for him. I think it's a really, really good move. So obviously, good luck to Jaden Dans as well. But yeah, basically that is obviously the three notable stories. As Andy Robertson out of the three USA games, which is not ideal. Gives the likes of obviously Owen Chance, Luke Chambers, of course, and Costas Tsimikas as well. I think if everyone remembers him as well. It's going to be a very interesting game. We don't know what we're going to be like. Obviously, you've seen Slot's press conference wasn't given too much away. Wasn't given too much away. Curtis Jones had some interesting things to say as well. Do we think he had a dig at Jurgen Klopp? I've seen a lot of people thinking he had a dig at Jurgen Klopp. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure it was a dig at Jurgen Klopp. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think it was. To say at the very very least. So no, I think so. But again, he could be a very important player this season. Curtis Jones, he could be. He could well be a very important player for Liverpool, and I think it's all going to be very very intriguing to see who will start tonight. I've obviously got a predicted lineup. We will get to that very very quickly, but obviously, most of the players are obviously on the tour. Obviously, we've got Endo, Elliott, Jones, Salah, Carvalho, of course. There's another one to keep an eye out on is Fabio Carvalho, to say the very, very least. Does he have a future? Difficult to say. It is difficult to say. But look, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Talkshay and TNT hate Liverpool. Say it was a dig when it wasn't. Klopp is gone. Yes, exactly. We should be focusing on Slot now. And yeah, I will mention we did lose 1-0 to Preston. That was a behind the closed doors. So can you say that was really Slot's first game in charge? I suppose you could, but this is a proper first game in charge. Is this one? So this is going to be a very, very interesting game, to say the very, very least. And look, as I said, Luke Chambers is with the squad, but looks like he's going to Wigan on loan after the 3 USA games. Another good move for him. It's all about getting these youngsters game time as well. I mean, Seth Vandenberg is obviously there as well. I honestly think this. I think that Seth Vandenberg has a tendency to impress, and he's got a chance to impress. He's got a real chance to impress out in Pittsburgh. It's going to be a very very intriguing first game. Look, I think there's a lot of players that are going to be tried and tested. There's definitely going to be obviously the likes of Salah is there. As a Kwanzaa will probably be now more sort of now. Obviously, he was with the England squad with the Euros. That's something to say as well. Conor Bradley, of course. It's just nice to see the Reds back. It's just nice to see the Reds back in action, and it's nice to see obviously Szoboszlai as well. The only ones who are not on the tour are the England lads. So Joe Gomez isn't there. Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't there. The Dutch people, Virgil van Dijk's not there. Gravenberch is not there. Although, let's be honest, Gravenberch surprisingly didn't get any minutes at the Euros, which it really baffled me that one. It really did baffle me that one. So that's one thing. That's one thing to say there as well. Luis Diaz is not going to be back until Sevilla, I think. Alexis McAllister's another one who's not back. So, but the majority of the squad are there. The majority of the squad. And look, I know there's a lot of people who are not happy. The ones on Twitter, I'm trying to stay off Twitter. I'll be honest. I'm trying to stay off X. It's not good. It's not good when you see a lot of people moaning about no transfers. Look, do I think we'll get transfers? Yes, I do. I think we will get transfers. I think we will get at least a couple of people through the door. Don't be surprised if don't be surprised if it goes up to sort of the final sort of days in August, because we do seem a very, very interesting team when it comes to transfers. We always seem to leave it to the last minute. And look, this is all about Arne Slot, Arne Slot, to look at his squad, assess, see who's good, see who's not good, and then make a decision. And plus, I don't think he's going to be involved with the transfers. It's definitely Richard Hughes. It's definitely Michael Edwards. Leave them be and see what they can do. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not getting involved in moaning about no transfers. So obviously, if there's a transfer rumor, obviously, if anything does break, then obviously I will be obviously the one to break it to you. But no, as far as transfers are concerned, very, very quiet on that front. Very, very quiet on that front. But let's say hello to a few of you. There have been more comments. Where did I get up to? Where did I get up to? I'll read all your comments. So I will get there. Um, do, 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 do. I think we go here. So Ro Miwan Kenobi says, watch Johnny Cardoso. He's saucy. I hear AC Milan is linked with him. Johnny Cardoso. That's an interesting name to look out for that. Owen Becky was good at Dundee. I've seen good player for the future. Yes, he was very good at Dundee. In fact, he was actually in the team of the season last season in the SPFL Premiership. So, yeah, made a very good impression at Dundee. Made a very, very good impression at Dundee. As well, because I remember he came back. He came back. I think he played in an FA Cup game, and then I think he went back out on loan to Dundee, because he was on loan until January. He came back, and then he went back, I think, on deadline day. He got into the SPFL Premiership team of the season. Dan's going to play for loan. Yes, he is, Gary. I've just said that. I think it's a good move for him. I think it's a very good move for him. I like Owen Beck. Could potentially be another Connor Bradley who breaks through. Absolutely. And is it Owen Beck that's Ian Rush's cousin, grandson, or something like that? There's definitely a relation between him and Ian Rush. I can't quite remember what it is. If anyone knows in the chat, then please do let me know, because I know that he is a relation to Rush. I know that for a fact as well. Dan's a Scouser. Rooney is Plymouth manager, and a Scouser too makes sense. Absolutely. Absolutely, indeed. Well, we signed Ederson. Not the Manchester City player. Let me just say that. Atalanta. It could be a potential one that we could get going out and get. Could be potential. But we'll need to wait and see. We need to wait and see. I've read that one already. I absolutely can't stand our fans on socials at the moment. They don't listen. Slot and Hughes said signings be coming in August. That was the first presser, but I see them fans moaning all the time. Yeah, I'm just getting sick and tired of it, to be honest. I know people are obviously allowed their own opinion, and obviously they're allowed to moan if they want to. I'm not joining them. I'm not. I've just been sort of sitting back, waiting what happens. And yeah, I watched that first press conference, and you could quite clearly see Richard Hughes saying it would take time for transfers to come in. I'm not getting this knack of like, oh, Arsenal are signing, Manchester United are making signings, Chelsea are making signings. So no, I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. Man City hardly signed anybody. The Savio, is it Savio? Savino, whatever his name is. They've got him as well. Also, Slot wants to access the returning loan players as well. Yes. Assess. Yes. Absolutely. Hello, Rich. Hope you're well. Yes, good to catch you live. Yes, good to be back, mate. Good to be back as well. Chris says, won't shock me if Vandenberg stays or goes, to be honest, it's 50-50. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Sorry, guys, my thing just froze. Koeman is an average manager. Yes. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Yes, he is. He is indeed. Chris says Carvalho attitude worries me, but there is a talent in there. Yes, I think he had a good time at Hull. I'll be honest. I think he had a really good time at Hull, and it could be an interesting pre-season for him. Maybe he starts the season as, maybe he goes. Who knows? Who knows? And I know Leicester City were sniffing about him. I think. Be interesting to see. Be interesting to see. I do think he is better than championship quality. I do think that. Well, he played for Fulham, for goodness sake, and that, I think he is better than championship quality. So maybe we might see him maybe go to the Premier League. Who knows? Who knows? As well. Rich and hi to Chris, hi to Gary as well. Says I have 100. It'll come up. It'll come up. Sorry, guys. My thing. There we go. I have 100% faith in Edwards. Edwards' key reason why we were successful. Trust me, he will want to make signings. FSG are not going to be involved. Yes, absolutely, absolutely agreed. I would absolutely agree with that. Hi, Nigel. Hello, 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 hello. Hope you are very well. I am doing not too bad, my friend. Not too bad as well. Kwanzaa will shine again, says Gary Richards. Yes, I think he will shine again as well. Owen Rush's sister is Owen Beck's grandmother, so he is great nephew. Thank you, Zane. I knew someone would have it. I knew someone would have it. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Indeed. Rich says Manchester United fans were moaning loads until the first signing happened. They just react when things happen. Exactly. That's the way of going about things, isn't it? That is the way about going about things. It's basically waiting to see what happens and reacting to it. Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. As well. Starman must score goals for Liverpool to win the Prem. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he'll be coming back as well. Forgot about Darwin. Yeah, that could be interesting. What happens to him? There's not been anything said about him yet. As well. Slot would have came in and saw the squad he left with, and think all his Christmases came at once. That is very hard to say if you're tongue-tied, Chris. It's very, very fun. Anyone know the best way to watch the USA games? The only way, I think, is probably LFC TV. LFC TV Go. I don't know I don't know, to be honest with you, Nigel. I would probably say LFC TV Go. I think that's probably the way to go forward, but I'm not so sure. Not so sure what sort of games, what channel the games are on, but LFC TV Go are definitely showing it. Definitely showing it. So I'd probably say that. So yeah, I would say LFC TV Go. So no problem. So did you enjoy the golf? You guys should be very proud of the tournament. Golf. Oh, the Open, Royal Troon. I'll be honest, I didn't see much of it. I only saw that it was I'm really bad with names. Xander Schauffele. Is that how you say it? I saw that he won, and I saw Justin Rose was the runner-up, but I didn't see most of it. So it probably was mostly on times when I was working, to be honest, Nigel. To say the very, very least. So we'll get the You Never Walk Alone Culture 2 final to sing You'll Never Walk Alone. Ryan, hello, mate. Hope you're well. Ryan Kawajawa, hope you are very well, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. We must sign Anthony Gordon. The more the window goes on, the more I think we might get him. I I think his head's been turned. I think his head has been turned by Liverpool's interest. I think there could be something there. I think there could be something there. Um, Look, he had an amazing season last season for Newcastle. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see that one. Watch for Mohamed Kudus as well. That might be one that potentially maybe go to the end of the window as well. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. The Open, yes, absolutely. All Liverpool games on LFC TV or LFC Go. Thank you, Chris. Zen again, LFC TV Go. I think is the way to go. To be honest, mate. I, I'll probably wait until like the highlights because obviously it'll be on at a late time as well. So yeah, I'd probably say that as well. Preseason games, that is, yes, absolutely. I hope so. Diaz must leave for us to get Gordon. Though Gordon is a massive upgrade on him. Yeah, I think it's definitely assists and goals. Definitely. I think again that could be another one that maybe goes down to the sort of the end of the window. We might see some high profile players leave. To be honest, we might see. Like, I think Ederson's probably going to leave Manchester City. I think you might see some high profile players leave the Premier League. And maybe Louis Diaz might be one of those as well. But yeah, I think we'll be too stacked there anyway. I mean, you've got Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo, obviously Carvalho's there now as well. So yeah, that could be interesting, Ryan. No, definitely very interesting as well. Gordon has another Van Dijk saga now has turned. Remember, Van Dijk was to join in the summer 2017. Yes, absolutely. Gordon definitely wants to join Liverpool. Newcastle fans are in the denial stage about that. I honestly think his head's been turned. I think his head has been definitely turned by the interest. I think there's definitely something there. And it'll be interesting to see when he obviously returns from international duty, what he'll be doing. What he will be doing as well. 12:15, I think, says Nigel. Right. I have actually got a predicted 11 for the game. So I would probably think that there will be maybe a couple of surprises here. I think there would be some. I think there'll be some players that we've not seen involved yet. So this would be my team for the sort of. I think there is going to be a first half and maybe a second half team. So I think they might do that again because obviously they did that last time when they had the Germany tour. They did that in the 3 games in Germany. So here is what I think Arne Slot's second Liverpool 11 will be. I think Queven Kelleher in goal. I think he'll start. I'm going to go Connor Bradley at right back. I think out of the players left at the moment, Bradley probably starts most of these games. I'm going to go Vandenberg. I think it's about time we see what he can show. I'm going to go Jarell Kwanzaa. Then I'm going to go Owen Beck because I think might be Luke Chambers, might be Beck, might be Kostas Tsimikas. We just don't know. We just do not know as well. Then I've gone Stefan Bajcetic. I think Stefan Bajcetic, this is the game for him to start for me. I think it is as well. Then we've got Curtis Jones. Hopefully he does his talking on the pitch rather than off the pitch, to say the very least. Then obviously Harvey Elliott will start as well. Then I've gone left wing Carvalho because that's his best position. That is his best position for me. Is left wing for Fabio Carvalho. Salah as the forward. Yes, I think Mohamed Salah as the forward. When I was looking at the squad, we don't really have many sort of strikers. Obviously, I know Jota's now obviously joined up, but I think Salah will probably be playing up front. And then I've got Ben Doak on the right as well. So that's what I would like to see. This will probably be completely wrong. It'll be completely, completely wrong to say the very, very least. But that's what I would go with. I'm going Kelleher, Bradley, Vandenberg, Kwanzaa, Beck, Bacetic, Jones, Elliott, Carvalho, Salah, and Doak. So that would be my team. Let me know your teams in the chat as well. I just think it's a very, very interesting team. You've obviously got experience in there, and let's be honest. Most of these players will have played first team football for Liverpool. Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Bacetic, Jones, Elliott, Salah, Doak as well. So that would be my team. So Gary Richards says, unpopular voice, sell Jota, sign Danny Olmo. I think he's probably more suited to maybe Manchester City, but that's just me. But I think he might go there, if I'm being honest. So Nigel's a strong team. Yes. Now, prediction. Dearie me. Do I give a prediction for this or not? We just don't know, do we? We just do not know. Look, at the end of the day, pre-season is all about getting fitness in the legs and see what we're all about. As well. And look, you might see players returning against Arsenal. You might see players returning against Manchester United. We just don't know. We just do not know, to say the very, very least. And look, I think it's going to be very, very intriguing to see what will happen. Almost to replace De Bruyne, in my opinion. De Bruyne will go to Saudi. I think he will. Maybe not this season, but maybe the next season. I think that there's definitely a case there as well. Yes, absolutely, Nigel. Good to increase the American supporters club. Absolutely, yes. If you are obviously if there are any Liverpool fans who are obviously watching this from America, if you're watching, from Betis as well, if there are any Real Betis fans as well, let us know how you're feeling about this game. Let us know how you're feeling about this game. This is only the third proper meeting between Liverpool and Betis as well. How do I see it going? Again, you just don't know. Adrian will start probably as well, so he'll get a good reception as well. Come on, let's at least try and get a win. Let's at least try and get a win in these 3 games. I'll go 3. Yeah, I'll leave that 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. Salah's got on the score sheet. Harvey Elliott, and then Dominic Szoboszlai. For them, I'll give you Nabil Fekir. Nabil Fekir. Why not? Why not? So Chris Ross says there will be goals. That's my prediction. Yeah. So there we go. Yes. Let us just see what will happen anyway. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I know it has been 40 minutes. 40 minutes have gone and flown by as well. I really do appreciate everyone who's tuned in this evening as well. But as I do say, I cannot now stream to X. So if you want any YouTube stuff, you have a notifications bell. You have to hit the notifications bell, and I'll obviously when I go live next as well. I will try my very, very best to have a preview for all these games. Obviously for tonight, Arsenal, Manchester United, and obviously Sevilla as well. And then obviously going forward, we'll definitely have more match previews ahead of the new season as well. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Obviously, if you are watching on playback or replay, then please do let me know your starting 11, and let me know what you think the score will be. If you want to make a prediction, that is as well. And also do let me know if you are a Liverpool fan or a Betis fan as well. And obviously, good luck to Real Betis after this game for the rest of their season. Hopefully, they have a better season coming up as well. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate everyone who's tuned in this evening. And Liverpool back in action. It's been a long time coming since we said those words. So I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.